Hi, everybody, and welcome to today's Wisdom Wednesdays. I am Patrina Wisdom, your Fresh Start Specialist and CEO founder of Mindful Living Incorporated. And today we're going to be talking about awakening support. You know, it's really interesting because so many of us are the leaders, the parents, the managers, that person that other people are constantly looking to for advice and guidance and leadership. And a lot of times, we ourselves don't have any place to turn when we need to talk, or when we need to express, or when we need support. And it's really interesting because leadership can become somewhat of a mask that protects us from the outside world. Now, I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, but for those of you out there who can relate, this week's Wisdom Wednesday is for you. So our first tip for today is that you can't do it alone. Find a small community of people who will support you in achieving your goals and hold you accountable to your greatness. Again, as a leader in the community, or the leader of your household, or the manager at your job, people are always looking to you for support. And there's so much pressure, so many decisions, so much turmoil in some cases that comes along with being in that leadership position. And a lot of times we as leaders try to put on our Superman and Superwoman mask and take that role on, take the world onto our shoulders without having someone to lean on. So what I want to talk about today is not doing it alone. Identifying those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in your life that can act as your support system. Those people who really, truly understand you on a deeper level and who are fighting for your success. Now, sometimes we can find that in friends. If we're lucky, we can find that in family members. But for most of us, we have to look outside of our initial circles in order to find that kind of support. And this is the kind of support that for me, I found in the Motivating the Masses community with Lisa Nichols, with my business coach, Coach Ray, and with some of the other people that are in my industry that understand my struggles and understand kind of what's required of someone who sits in the roles that we do. So I want to encourage you, if you don't already have those 4 to 5 people or that community of people around you that you can go to and talk to when you're in need, find out who they are. And you might actually have to invest in someone. Some people go to psychologists, some people hire life coaches like myself, but whatever it is, find what works for you and get some support. Powerful tip number 2 for today is continue learning and growing. See, when you heal one area of your life, there's always something else waiting in the wings to be healed. This is something I've learned the hard way. Because I'm on this constant journey of personal development and self-discovery, it's like I'm peeling back the layers. And all of a sudden I realize I'm like this big, huge, giant onion, and there's so many layers to be pulled back. And with each layer that does get pulled back, it exposes something else that I needed to face about myself, something I needed to learn and develop about myself. So new issues, new hurdles come up for us all the time. And unless you have a community intact that's going to hold that space for you and support you and love you through your ugly, it's going to be pretty hard to kind of really deal with and heal through some of those things. So with that said, powerful tip number 3 is find your sacred space. A space where you can express your full range of emotion without judgment. A place where you can express and explore. And the funny thing about this is that for me, I have some sacred spaces. I have community. I have really good friends who understand me, understand the path that I'm on, and who support me through that. What I learned about myself really got amplified this past weekend when I was at a workshop is that I am the one who needs to create a safe space within me of no judgment so that I can express the different emotions that I experience but don't always show to the outside world. Those emotions being anger, those emotions being hurt, the things that are protecting me, holding back those emotions have been protecting me for years from further hurt, right? And so I just found it really interesting that not only do you need to create an external sacred space where you can really express and be super real, but you also need to learn how to embrace and accept and express emotion, acknowledge the emotion that you're having without judgment. If you're someone who is feeling stressed out, who's feeling tired, frustrated, depleted, unfulfilled, uninspired, I have something to encourage you with. I have a space that I want to hold for you right here in Carlsbad, California. It's called my Sacred Self-Care Retreat. And I'm going to be doing this retreat on March 8th and 9th of 2014. So whether you're in California or not, I want to invite you right now to take advantage of an early bird special that I have for my retreat of only $297 and bring a friend for free. Only thing is that it's for a limited time, so if you book your retreat between now and January 31st, which is Friday, that's only 2 days from now, then I'm going to hold your spot in that retreat, a very exclusive retreat of 18 people for only $297 and bring a friend for free. Very exciting. I want to help you experience the power of luscious sacred self-care. And through that experience, you'll experience the feelings, the empowerment, the freedom in asking for help, which can sometimes be the absolute hardest thing that we can do. So with that said, again, I'm Patrina Wisdom, your Fresh Start Specialist, and you can always hit me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, you name it, I'm out there. And also, I really want to invite you to talk to me one-on-one with my complimentary coaching strategy session. Link is right down there as usual, so reach out to me. And if you're interested in taking advantage of that early bird special for my Sacred Self-Care Retreat, email me, coaching@patrinawisdom.com. I'd love to talk to you, secure your seat for that retreat, and hold that space for you. All right, so with that said, namaste, and I'll see you next week.